Previously on Realness Behind the Crown.
Okay, let's recap. This whack-ass party.
Wait, isn't he the boy?
You want a drink?
Yes, a drink would be great. Here you go, baby.
Thank you so much, babe.
This creepy-ass proposal.
Get the fuck out of me!
This knockdown, drag-out fight.
Get him! Somebody call security!
Oh, and not to mention, my fuckboys around here making dick appointments.
Oh, so you worried about your image? Got it. Well, this is my job, and unless you're gonna marry me and pay all my fucking bills, then this is what I have to do. So fuck your image.
Fuck my image? Oh my gosh. What a way to end the year, I guess, huh?
Do you want to get back with Tatum?
Alright guys, gentlemen, we have 5 minutes till we get on set, so please make sure that all you guys are prepared and ready to go. Call time in 5 minutes. We have Mikey on set. How are you feeling right now, Mikey?
I feel great.
You ready for
I'm ready to see what these kings are about to get.
Oh.
Very salacious, very powerful. It's going to be an interesting night.
Alright, well thank you for being here. I appreciate you so
Thank
much.
y'all for having me. I do what I can do. Is it? Okay.
Mike, told you William.
Oh, thank you.
I can get out of the okay.
I can't move. You want to come over here?
You want to see the MVD?
Let me slide. You got to turn this a little bit. Oh, you got 12 too? Ooh, you got to get from the side. Okay.
I thought your shade was an option.
Alright, we ready? Alright, Realness Behind the Crown reunion. Take 1. Alright, you guys ready? And 5.
I've been through a lot of heartache, but I decided to turn my pain into champagne.
I'm all about zen, peace, and love, until I'm not.
I dig into people's minds with the stroke of my pen. I have room on my couch. Come on, let's get a session in.
One thing about this king, I'm known for schooling the children.
I live my life behind the camera. So trust me, I can see right through you.
Four, 3, 2.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the season finale. I'm sorry. Let me start over.
Well, goddamn.
Oh, the real side.
Alright.
We ready? Okay.
The Realness Behind the Crown reunion. Take 2. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the season finale of the first season of the
Do it
real.
again. The reunion. Season 1 reunion.
Season 1 reunion. Say that. I got you. Season 1 reunion.
Season 1 reunion of the Realness Behind the
I
Crown.
got it now. I got it.
Season 1 reunion of the Realness Behind the Crown. Take 3. 5. Well, damn. How do you not know the name of the show that you are hosting? And you keep doing it over and over. First of all, it was not my intent to come in here and do any type of confessional in the reunion. But he doesn't know the name of my show? That's like a slap in my goddamn face.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Season 1 reunion of the Realness Behind the Crown. I'm your host, Michael, hey Mikey Fanning, and I'm sitting right here with 5 amazing kings. It's been a salacious, scandalous, but somewhat heartwarming season with these 5 amazing men. For my left, we have King Nigel. How are you?
Good. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing great. You're giving me very pray tell Wizard of Oz, Emerald City right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm paying for. So you know that I'm the mother. Pray tell is the mother.
Yeah, he was somebody's dad too. That's another story. King Jonas.
Good evening.
Yes, Neon Realness.
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
let's see.
Like,
Bring the light. Namaste.
namaste.
We with you. Zen. All right. What's going on there, King Harlem?
What's up?
You New Year's ready.
And it.
Okay. All right. King Roman. Casket shop. Listen, y'all, he got a neck piece on and make the Queen of England jealous. Yes, and chainmail. I'm with it. I'm feeling it. I love it. Shine bright like a star. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Tatum. Emerald City Realness.
All day, every day.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I thought you too. Was this playing the sparkle? The shine? Is this great minds thinking alike?
Ain't no great minds over here, child.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just mother.
All right. Well, moving along. Let's start off with our amazing boy over here, Mr. King Jonas. King Jonas. You doubled your pleasure and doubled your fun. Met a Sandman and passed out. What happened to you the night of the party?
Well, like you said, I passed out. As you saw in the season, a friend of mine had given me some pills to take to help me with sleeping. So it was a sedative that didn't mix well with alcohol and caused a seizure. So I ended up in the hospital, went through some counseling, got over that, and I'm in a new space, better space.
Well, we're glad that you're well.
Thank you.
We're glad you're well. And you haven't had any more pill popping incidents, have we?
No more
No
pills.
long-term ramifications. We won't pass you foaming at the mouth or anything.
Absolutely not. No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, great. Because I got to tell you, we were really concerned.
Well, I appreciate the concern, but
Any rehab in your future?
no rehab. No.
No, when people misuse drugs, they tend to go to rehab. That's why I'm asking.
Understood. So it was an incident. I was taking them for a short period of time, and they just didn't agree with my system, and again with the alcohol. So I wasn't aware of how strong they were. So that's why that happened. But it's not anything that serious. But I appreciate the concern.
So your energy is back up.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
On set.
So that leads me to another question. If your energy is so connected, why does it take 2 potentials to satisfy you?
Do you date? I think that everyone dates. I mean, you have to figure out what you like. So I was dating. I was having fun and enjoying the company of 2 different people. It was a good time. It's still a good time. We're still seeing each other when we have time. I've taken some space for myself.
You're saying we?
Yeah, I see Victor and Vaughn.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They going out?
They're aware.
Oh,
Are you aware?
You have a strong opinion about that.
carry on.
Thank you.
Okay. So clearly, the brothers. Like, I mean, like, how do they rationalize this? How do they come to peace
Or
about
just
this?
probably polyamorous.
What?
With threesome.
With their families, a little incestuous.
Well, I mean, it's already incest. He fucking both of them. Because if he fucking won, then the brothers fucking.
Okay, well, let me let him answer.
Did you fuck with them?
You fuck.
No,
Answer the
I
question,
actually not
please.
fuck. I tell you what I will do later
Okay,
on.
well, we'll get to who you've been
Because
fucking later on. We'll get to you
I
fucking
can
later
remember
on.
about my
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Please answer the question.
So what happened is after I came out of the hospital, Vaughn was very there. He was there for me. He was the one that introduced me to the pills, and I don't think that he was aware of how serious it could have been. So when it happened, he was there. We mended fences in a way. So we've been very cordial and just getting back to a rhythm. Victor and I we stayed in contact. We're friendly. So I'm still communicating with both of them. We hang out.
But you're not necessarily dating both of them. One, you seem to have more of a bond with than the other one based on what you just
Vaughn
said.
was just very apologetic, and he's been just very there for me since
Okay.
the incident. And Victor and I, again, we've stayed in contact. Am I dating them? I wouldn't say dating, but they're both in my life.
So it's an entanglement then?
It is not an entanglement. Absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Thank you for answering that.
Thank you.
So, how did it feel to sleep with 2 brothers? And did you really not know the resemblance between the 2 of them? Because, I mean, they were both bright skinned, yeah. I thought they looked alike.
They
I
look
could tell.
similar. They have the same father. They have different mothers. So how did I not know? I just wasn't aware that they were brothers.
You never saw a picture? You never had a conversation with, like, oh, you have any brothers or sisters?
We did have conversations. Victor did tell me that he had a brother that, had some issues. They had some issues or whatnot. I was not aware that his brother was gay. I just didn't connect the dots. It was never a conversation. Hey, I have a brother. He's on the scene. He's around or anything like that. So no, I wasn't aware.
Let us be a note to people. If you're gay and you have a gay brother or sister, perhaps you should show them to the people that you're dating because the community is very small. Wow, go Jonas. So what were the name of the pills that you were taking? Like, was it X? What were you popping?
It was sedative.
Sedative. Because you know, a lot of times I notice here in the culture, drug culture is really risen a lot in Atlanta. And they'll say it was a sedative when you find out it was meth, you find out it was ecstasy, you find out it was any number of a chemical substance somebody was consuming. So, for the record, there were sedatives.
They were sedatives.
And he gave them to you out of his hand, out of a pill bottle?
It was a container. It was a container. It wasn't a prescription. It wasn't a prescription bottle. It was a container that he gave them to me in.
So, you were okay and you trusted him enough to just take pills that were not in a prescription bottle and you didn't really know, like, you got it from the store, it might have said Aleve or Tylenol.
Right. So, as you saw, when I initially had them and I got the sleep when I had I didn't know. I was unaware. Okay. So then when I was aware, they had given me the sleep the rest that I needed. I was going through a stressful time with my job and everything. So I continued to take them. Okay. And did I ask a bunch of detailed questions? I did not. Lesson learned. Right.
Well, I want you to know, and production is totally serving this, that we do offer counseling for people in your situation.
Thank you so much. In the situation that I was in. Thank you so much.
Yes, wonderful. Just want to put that on the
record. I appreciate it.
Your overall health is very important to us, even your mental health. It does matter.
Thank you so much.
You look good.
Thank you so much.
It does. It looks really good. You can't help but see it.
Yeah. I have great friends that support me and are there for me. Again, I am dating. I'm seeing people. So I'm enjoying that journey. I'm just in a good space and I want overall happiness for myself and everyone else.
Congratulations. Well, I noticed that first hand movement, you were like friends and you gestured to him. Are you and Tatum not friends? Where do you two stay?
Tatum and I haven't really spoken much. So
why is that?
Why haven't you passed out at my party?
You didn't bother to call and see if he was okay?
Actually, I did text him, but he was the one that told me that he was going to Dubai, and that's the last I heard. So I never get a response. No, say I did not move to Dubai or anything, because we did have a conversation about you moving to Dubai. Did we not?
As he stated.
Did we not?
As he stated.
Did we not?
Well, did you? Can you please answer the question?
Did we not have any
If
talk?
he's allowed to answer, child.
Well, let me answer because I want to know.
So after I passed out, as he said, he sent me a text message as I was in the hospital with my friends supporting me in a time that I needed support. So a text message wasn't going to work for me in that moment. So that's why we haven't spoken. If his only reach was a text message after he saw what I went through, then yeah, maybe we're not where I thought we were.
That's quite profound. Do you feel like you took every avenue you could to reach out to him and let him know?
You know what? I invited Jonas to my party. I did because we were very close, and he was very playing a pivotal part in my life. And for him to show out the way that he did, I felt it was very disrespectful to my party. Being high, and because I thought that was just not what friends do. I wanted him to come to the party to have fun, but not to get high and pass out.
Wow.
And so there was no, hey, Tatum, I apologize, for my actions and being at the party and dating two guys and they fighting at my party. That was all because of him.
Well, to be fair, he was the host at an event, and two of your guests.
He was a host. Okay.
Wow.
Host.
That's wrong.
Because you're a hoe too. So we do that.
Mr. Fanning, you were asking?
Yes. Your two guests, the brothers, got fighting at his house.
Right.
Did you?
So can we talk about for a moment since we're here?
Let's talk about it.
Mr. Fanning, can we talk about
Mr.
for a
Jones.
moment? You want me to, a certain individual wants me to apologize.
Absolutely.
For passing out at a party, as if that was the intent. Let's start there.
Also, the hoes that you were dating were fighting at my party.
Let him speak.
Tatum was aware that I was having issues sleeping, and so when I was on the sedative, he was aware of that.
No, I was not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. This one probably hit you because I was told that before y'all came to the party that you popped a pill in the car, and he said, "What is it that you're doing?"
Mr. Penny,
and you played it off. So no, I did not know. Don't put that on me.
Okay, well,
don't put that on me.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. So
let's talk about it.
All I can say is that you want me to apologize for passing out.
Not for passing out, but sure,
No,
yes, for fighting at his house.
Listen to everything
I'm
that I
just
said.
thinking
Don't
about
just take a
it.
little
So
snippet.
We're going down the line.
He had one of the invited
He didn't invite him.
One of them was invited by another friend of his. Not a friend of mine. A friend of yours.
That is true.
A friend of yours.
Yes.
Friend of yours.
But
Not
no,
mine.
you read in the line, you're not that sure.
Well, I did not know that he was going to be a friend of yours. I didn't know that till he came with you. So
So
let's
this
not
is
do
just
that.
a series of
He was
unfortunate
also
events.
a friend
It's
of
just,
mine.
all this was
It was an
coincidence.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Nobody planned this. Nobody knew that he was dating both of the guys, and they sent him in.
There was no intent.
But y'all supposed to be besties.
I gotta let you know, guys. That was quite a coincidence.
But y'all supposed to be besties.
It was
You
just
didn't
quite a
know,
coincidence
you didn't
that
know that he was dating two brothers, or he was dating two people.
Did I know that I was
two
dating
people.
two brothers?
I recanted and said
Okay.
two people.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's
I
move
got
along.
this in here, though.
Let's move along. Let's
But
move
y'all
along.
supposed to be besties,
We're
right?
not gonna get to the bottom of that.
Right,
Let's
yeah.
move along. Let's move along.
That's-
So, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. Go ahead and grab your snacks and be back. We have more. We have more of the realness behind the crowd. Oh my
Do
God.
it again. Do it again.
Okay, let me start again.
The season
Okay.
one finale.
Okay. Okay, guys, that's a good time to take a break. We'll be back in a flash. Remember, why can I not get the name right? The realness behind the crown. Realness behind the crown.
Reunion.
Okay.
Yep.
Reunion. Okay.
Okay, at first it was like, all right, it slipped his mind. But it keeps happening. Even after I'm telling him what the name of the show is, you keep messing it up. What?
All right, guys, it seems like a good time to take a break. Go ahead and grab yourselves a snack. We will be back in just a second with the season 1 reunion of The Realness Behind the Crown.
Do you have water?
Need a website? How about a logo? And photography? And lots more. Visit theredbrand.com where we add color to your brand.
All right, guys, and we're back for the season 1 reunion special of The Realness Behind the Crown. Now we're gonna move on to our good friend, King Roman over here. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Roman, you're our resident therapist, and you should probably be a sex doctor. Your sexcapades are legendary, and so is your boyfriend slash porn star, Brown Sugar. Roman, why is it so hard to date Seven with his chosen profession, even though you're known for sleeping with random guys for free? And what is the status of your relationship with Seven and Brown Sugar?
For free.
Well, yeah, you have a reputation of being promiscuous.
By whom?
From the cast, from some research that we've had.
Well, let me start off by saying that Seven and I are no longer together.
Okay.
But why is it hard for me to date? Why was it hard for me to date Seven?
Yeah.
It wasn't hard for me to date Seven. It was challenging for me to understand why he wasn't respecting the boundaries that we had set forward for our relationship. That's what bothered me. Yes, I knew what his profession was, but I also wanted to make sure that I could integrate him into my circle of friends. But we had rules, and he broke them. That's the problem.
That's what I said.
Now let's go back to this having sex for free. I've been known to have sex for free. Well, I think many of us do. We don't charge. And my personal life is, I just say my sex life is very vibrant.
I mean, we can tell it kind of leaked onto the show.
And I'm okay with that. I own myself and I own what I do because I do it well and I'm still very successful. So it doesn't.
Okay. Moving along. Roman, how can you consider yourself a therapist when you fell for the manipulation of thunder? Or were you just enjoying the ride?
Fell for the manipulation of thunder. Thunder and I have a relationship that many people don't understand. But we had a relationship that many people don't understand.
That seems to be a recurring theme, though, with your relationships, the ones that you at least presented on the show.
Well, we never know anyone until we get to know them.
Well, that's true, but it just seems to be a common trap between the three of them.
Well, sometimes we attract people for certain reasons, and maybe since I'm a therapist, they were attracted to me or drawn to me for me to help them.
Well, I mean, I guess damaged people do try to flock to heal people.
Well, let's not call it damage. Let's just call it, how should I say, informed.
Okay. Because they definitely seem very respectful, and I feel like disrespectful people are damaged and stuff.
I respect your feeling.
Okay.
Oh, that's a word.
So, you don't feel you were manipulated by Thunder. Were you just enjoying the experience you were having with them? Is that what it was?
Well, I love men. I love personalities. I love all types of differences, and the energy that Thunder brought to my space at that particular moment in time was needed. And I used it to my advantage. So yeah. I wasn't manipulated. I was allowing myself to navigate through a situation that was beneficial to me.
Okay.
And it's about the energy. The energy
And the alignment.
And the alignment. What I love about Roman is very, he's a very loving and caring person. I think that any situation that he enters with any individual, he's always shown a genuine care and concern for them. Not from a doctor's perspective, but he genuinely likes to get to know people and see where they're from and all of that. And when it doesn't work, he's man enough to say it's not working and move on. So I commend you for that.
Okay. I absolutely adore Roman. I love Roman. He's been a good friend to me. The only problem that I had with Roman is I wanted Roman to come and talk to me as a friend, and I always felt like he was always on therapy, or always on therapy, and being a therapist is always 100. And sometimes when you have someone who is in that type of profession, you don't want to be a patient of theirs. If you're a friend of them, you want to be a friend. And that's the only thing that's the only thing that we really had as far as altercation was, because he kept saying, well, how does that make you feel? And at that time when you're going through things, you don't want to necessarily hear that. You want your friend to be like, yo, I got you, I'm here for you. And he has been, I'm not knocking that at all. It was just those moments of, how does that make you feel? When you really in that moment of frustration.
I am a friend. And
I didn't say that you were.
I do apologize if you felt that I was coming off therapeutic. However, a therapeutic concern is what a friend has for you.
I understand
because
that.
I want to make sure that you are okay.
And I appreciate that.
I am not trying to be superficial. I am not trying to just simply say words to say them, but I want to know if you are okay, because as you have those glasses on, you mask a lot of your feelings.
Absolutely, I do.
And it's time to take the glasses off. It's time to take the mask off,
so
we can see who you really are. And that's one of the reasons that's really one of the reasons why I try my best to stay connected to you. Even the way the room is juxtaposed right now, it's like us and them. And what I mean by that is that it seems as if I'm the only one that has a cordial relationship with you, Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
And because I can see your true, or a piece of your true self when you show it to me, I just want them to be able to experience it as well.
Oh, Roman, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
So how does it feel when he throws, your famous line, how does it make you feel back at you? Do you feel like, well, why am I even bothering because he doesn't care that I care?
Not at all, because I do understand that he's projecting. And what that means simply, he's deflecting.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to be the individual that's not going to allow that to bring me to where he is, because our relationship won't get anywhere.
I receive that. I receive it.
Well said.
But I do love you, and I do appreciate you as my friend.
All right.
Thank you.
Roman, how did you feel when he was setting up situations to film with at the park? I mean, just for me. I mean, I can't say how you should have reacted. For me, I would have been like, well, you can leave now. You're in my friend's situation, and you're trying to set up situations for your work, quote unquote, while we're supposed to be having a date. I'm introducing everybody, trying to integrate you into the crowd. That ain't a good look. You could have been accidentally trying to set up a situation with one of my friends. We already had one incident happen here. I mean, another one could have possibly happened. But how did you feel? Were you embarrassed?
Honestly,
Because that was difficult for me to watch. You come up as a very strong and together person. And like to see you deal with that, like, it just is what it is, and him disrespect you like that was really hard. Can somebody get some tissue, please? We have some tissue somewhere? Anyone?
Okay. I really did like him.
Mm-hmm.
I really did. And I was trying to step outside of my own comfort zone and not judge him and accept him for who he is. And I do, honestly, I do believe in the phrase sex work is work.
I agree.
So
That's difficult. Let's move on.
Let's
Move along. All right, Roman. Allison from Willacoochee, Georgia asks, when it comes to Tatum, why is it so hard for you to compartmentalize your profession from your friendship?
They're one and the same. Many times, we don't choose our professions choose us. And my profession chose me based on who I am intrinsically. And if I truly care about someone, I'm going to make sure that I show that. So it may come off as a therapist to client relationship if people are, I guess, onlooking. But therapy is just reminiscent of getting to the core of what things truly are. And so I don't come to my friend, as a therapist. I may have some therapeutic jargon I use, or I may have, I may probe a little deeper. But I'm not trying to be his therapist, and I'm not trying to fix him. I'm trying to be there for him.
I like that. That's what I'm saying. That's what it is, actually. Roman, why are you so worried about what others think when it comes to you being with Seven? Or why were you, I should say?
And again, I wasn't really worried about what people thought. I was more so wanted to make sure that he understood that we needed to be solid. And that if there was anyone who was going to question our relationship, or anyone that was going to try to throw salt onto our game, if you will, or light a float on the fire, if you will. I wanted us to be able to create and have a solid appearance. And so the thing that bothered me is, I forgot your question. Every time you break him up, it just takes me somewhere.
I can understand.
It just really takes me somewhere. But I wasn't embarrassed or worried about what people thought. I just wanted to make sure that we presented a united front.
I got you. After ignoring the red flags regarding Seven, is there any piece of you that wishes you chose Thunder instead? Kind of like the grass might have been green on the other side?
Well, it seems as if I don't know what Thunder likes, because clearly he's had several different interests.
You cut your eyes at Tatum then. I caught that. That's a lot. What was that?
I'm just saying that Thunder likes Me and others.
And others say them. And if so, how does that make you feel?
I didn't say that was Tatum.
Tatum, did you see how he cut his ass at you? How do you?
I did.
That,
I don't know what
you see?
that was about. Thunder and I was way before I met any of them. It was when I lived in New York. So how was I supposed to know that Thunder was going to come into the picture? It was introduced by this one.
I mean, but at the same time, I did have a conversation with Thunder because we do have a relationship. And yeah, he knew him. He knew Thunder before he knew us. But
I didn't even know him and Thunder had a thing until I started watching the season. Because he never told me.
Oh.
He never told me.
But actually, he did reach out to Thunder after Thunder showed up. And they talked. And
Yes, we did talk.
And just talk?
It wasn't just
Thunder
they
and I did
catch
talk.
up. So what did y'all talk about?
We talked about what happened when we lived in New York when we met. I didn't know at the time that you and Thunder had anything. I did not know that until I saw the season.
I understand.
Because you didn't even tell me as I thought we were friends. You didn't
Until
even
you
tell
saw
me.
the season?
Yes, I did not know that.
So during the conversations, because
Thunder never brought you up.
Interesting.
He never thought
He
he.
told me.
Are you trying to say he was not a factor?
I'm not saying that. Roman's my friend. I did not know that. I didn't know they hooked up. I had no idea.
Did you and Thunder hook up at any point since the two of them?
No, we didn't. We had a conversation which was played out in the season.
Okay.
He
Off
said.
camera.
No, on camera.
No, I'm asking off camera. Did you two hook up?
No, we did not.
You didn't?
No.
But there was more than one.
He showed no interest after that. And I was fine. Okay, cool. He's not interested.
So
But then he broke up with he didn't want to do with
Yeah,
that.
so again, at this point, I don't really know what Thunder likes or if Thunder knows what he likes. And until he figures that out, I don't know really where we can stand.
Okay. All right. Well, that looks like a good place to take a break. Guys, go ahead and grab your snacks, come back, and we'll continue on with the reunion of the first season of The Realness Behind the Crown. Stay tuned.